Welcome to Guards Polo Club in Windsor for this year's Cartier Queen's Cup final. The Queen's Cup is the first major tournament of the English polo season, with 16 of the world's best high goal teams entering the tournament each year. The 2013 final sees El Romanzo take on Zacara for what is sure to be a match to remember. 2013 is a special year for the Queen's Cup as it marks the 60th anniversary of club patron Queen Elizabeth II's coronation.
The Queen invited me to be here, so I saw it as an opportunity to come and see another slice of, our British heritage, and it is absolutely beautiful.
I'm very excited to be here to the Polo Match. We're having a bit of rain, but it's always wonderful to watch the horses and see this sportive activity. We're thrilled to be in England, and we're also very excited to be here for this 60th anniversary of the Queen's coronation.
This is a huge championship, and it's a dedication to the sport of polo. And that's what I love about the Queen's Cup and the Cartier Queen's Cup, is that every single team wants to win. So they go and, all the patrons are amateurs and they play with the professionals. And it's so exciting.
Well, I think you've got to have a lot of respect for both teams. I think that El Romanzo have a very good technical game, and that's going to be a very interesting battle. And Zacara, extremely well put together team, very well balanced, world-class players, world-class horses. It's going to be an interesting story.
Let's take a look back at how today's teams got to the final. Zacara played the mighty Dubai in their semi, and it looked to be a battle between two of the best players in the world, Adolfo Cambiasso for Dubai and Facundo Pierres for Zacara.
From the melee then, and it's Facundo who's come away with that. Facundo accelerating away here. Here's the approach shot. No one got near him here. He's going to go all the way to goal, Fantastic score.
The first chukker was tight, ending 2-1 to Zacara, with both teams defending well. Cambiasso ran the length of the pitch to put his team ahead in the second chukker and followed it up with a clearance off the line. It wasn't long though before Facundo Pierres levelled it up again.
Facundo, Andrade soaking up Cambiasso, nothing he can do about it. Facundo coming away now. Facundo, there's the approach shot. In fact, he's popped it through very easily indeed.
That was the turning point for Zacara. Solid defensive play and a couple of quick goals from Matt Perry and Facundo put Zacara firmly into the driving seat. Dubai kept themselves in it thanks to some accurate penalty shots from Nicolas Pierres, but in open play they were struggling. Zacara, on the other hand, couldn't stop scoring.
Facundo once more. Cambiasso following in his slipstream, but Facundo juggling that ball, going to take it all the way, and it's through. Andrade on the attack, a good centering shot. Zacara with their tails up. Nico Pierres trying to close, but Andrade plucks it out of the air. He tries to stick him, but that ball's rolling. Matt Perry, Matt Perry gets in there, and that sealed it. Zacara have won.
The game finished 12-8 to Zacara. El Romanzo took on Cortium in their semi-final.
Rain getting heavier here as Estrada fires one to the front door. Elizalde's there. Elizalde, just a little half shot and through.
Great start from Cortium, but El Romanzo's David Sterling was quick to respond. The slippery conditions made it difficult for both teams, but El Romanzo were just about able to take control of the game early on.
Belon Sterling now, bringing that ball to goal. Elizalde waiting for him. The rain getting heavier by the moment, but Belon's not going to miss from that range.
Cortium fought back strongly, with some excellent field goals from Chris Mackenzie, and for the second and third chukkers, it was level pegging all the way. Some excellent hooking from both sides made it difficult for either team to pull ahead. Elizalde broke the deadlock for Cortium, scoring twice. But Cortium gave away fouls, allowing El Romanzo to creep ahead thanks to some accurate penalty taking from David Sterling. El Romanzo dealt with virtually everything Cortium threw at them and converted yet more penalties to extend their lead further. Cortium couldn't get back into the game, despite a good goal from Francisco Elizalde. El Romanzo's superior pony power showed in the final chukker, with Guillermo Terrera able to run the length of the pitch virtually unchallenged.
Terrera quick on that loose ball. Estrada in his slipstream, but can only watch. Terrera, there's the approach shot, there's the shot that puts it between the posts. What a goal!
So despite a close start to the game, El Romanzo ran out the eventual victors with a significant margin, winning 15-10.
El Romanzo are a really gritty, fighting hard, block sort of a team, so it's going to be different. Yeah, we've seen Zakara come out and try and blow people off the park, which, you know, not many people normally do against Dubai, but they did it, and they did it unbelievably well, and Facundo was incredible. Andrade's a real revelation, 8 goals, he's definitely going up, he's very good, the Brazilian. But the Terrera-Polon combination is frighteningly good. Terrera, for me, probably the best player in England at the moment on his handicap.
No, it's been great. It's been my second year here with the team, and of course I've been enjoying it all the way until now, and I hope it goes on like this until the end of the season.
Zakara has been doing well during the tournament. They've got a very strong players in midfield, which are Rodrigo Andrade, the Brazilian, and Facundo Pires, that we all know how good he is. But I think we need to concentrate a little bit in trying to play our game. And if we manage to play our game, I think we have a good chance today of taking the win.
To play good, we know that 4 players have to play good, the 4 of us. So we'll try to use the 4 of us, and we know that Lyndon and Matt are having a good season, a good tournament since now. So I need them to play really good today to win. So I'm going to do whatever is possible to make them play really well. And I think that if they play really well and me and Rodrigo we have a good game, it's going to be interesting.
Certainly in the last game we tried to play a more expansive game, hit the ball, hit some backhands, get some distance between the players. And you know, I think the Romanzo team probably, from what we've seen, they play a tighter game. So you know, we'll be looking to try and stretch them.
What a final this looks set to be. The flair and pony power of Facundo Pires and Zakara versus the organised and well-balanced El Romanzo team. Time now to hand over to your commentary team.
Welcome everyone to Smith's Lawn for the Cartier Queen's Cup of 2013. Our 2 teams, Zakara taking on El Romanzo. Chris, we're in for a cracking match, aren't we?
Well, if it's anything like the semi-finals, it is going to be outstanding. I think Zakara have probably got the slightest edge here. Matt Perry played fantastically well in the semi-finals, and hopefully you can emulate that in this game now.
So, oh, there's Sharon Stone, part of the crowd here, courtesy of Cartier. Well, 6 chuckers coming our way here. Our umpires, Peter Wright and Charles Seville. Here's the lineup for El Romanzo. Ali Patterson at 1 off a handicap of 2, George Hambry at 2 off a handicap of 3, Guillermo Terrera off 7, and Polon Sterling at 10 at the back. 22 goals, and then Zakara at 1, Facundo Pires 10 goals, at 2 Lyndon Lee off 1, Rodrigo Andrade at 3 off a handicap of 8, and Matt Perry at the back off a handicap of 3. Both teams handicap 22, so we're playing off scratch. Now, chucker number 1 about to get underway. There is Charles Seville. And there's Peter Wright, just asking for the gap between the 2 teams before he throws the ball in. Here we go then. And the Queen's Cup final of 2013 is underway. And from the line out, it's Torreira who's come away with it. Torreira taking the ball downfield, trying to get there as Lyndon Lee to head him off. But Torreira going towards goal now. Picked up here by Andrade though. Andrade sees him off. Now what's he going to do with this? Still Andrade. Oh, heavily sticked there by Torreira. George Hambry with the backhand. Coming through was Facundo on the meet. But the whistle's gone. Chris, what is your thoughts on that one then?
Well, I think that Facundo has obviously come across the line. But where Guillermo Torreira backed it from here, watch this, no, it's not him, he actually turns around. George Hambry backs it from there. Torreira is right on the line. Facundo Pires just comes right around. He got caught in no man's land, but what are you going to do? You're right in front of goal, so 30-yard penalty in favour of El Romanzo.
In comes Torreira. Boom. Well, that's a new wave from the Guards Polo Club. I've not seen a goal judge wave a flag like that, but anyway, El Romanzo first on the scoreboard. 1-0 to them.
Well, he looks happy with himself. Get that first goal, the first shot on goal for... Oh, it's just inside. That doesn't look great to me, but that's probably why he has that little wry smile cantering back to the middle.
Pelon Sterling now. Andrade just has to watch. Pelon Sterling going past them all here. And a good job by Matt Perry on Ali Patterson. And Pelon's gone around them. And look at the job George Hambry's doing on Facundo. He can't even get close to the game. Pelon's got a clear run to goal, and he's put it through. What a great job his team did, Chris.
Well, that's why they're in the final. They're a great four-man team. You've got two severely big, talented players in Pelon and Torreira. Look at George Hambry, soaks up Facundo. That's what you want. That's what Matt Perry does for Zakara, but this is the reverse. He now got a 2-goal spread, just taps it in. The field's in impeccable condition, so it makes it easy for this 10-goal player.
Well, it really is looking ominous now. 2 unanswered goals from El Romanzo. Zakara are favourites for this, but let's see what happens. Lyndon Lee couldn't get his near side forehand there, and it's Torreira who turns it around beautifully there. Torreira with Andrade in his slipstream. Andrade sticks him and plays the backhand. Lovely play from the Zakara number 3, and away goes Facundo. Facundo's on a racehorse here. Oh, the horse just jumped the central tee there. That was brilliant. Here he comes. In hot pursuit is Pelon, but it's in vain, I fear. Here comes Facundo. Down to... Oh, he almost missed it, but he's so quick as his hand-eye-ball coordination. He slots it through. That was great, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it's a great goal, but a fantastic hook and backhand from Rodrigo Andrade. I've watched him the whole of the Queen's Cup, and he does some stick work, he does some shots that I just can't believe he gets. Sets up a 10-goal player who's all alone. How does that happen? Oh, my God. You go under it, I've done that before, but he's got such quick stick work that it finishes it off.
Chucker number 2 underway then. Pelon Sterling sends the pass to the front door. Good-looking shot, looking for Torreira. But Matt Perry's there to head off for Zakara. Torreira trying to close him down. The under the neck shot didn't come off. Torreira swoops on that now. Torreira with Andrade trying to stick him from behind. Now Matt Perry trying to ride him off. But Torreira's going to go all the way, you know. That's a lovely goal. Guillaume Torreira giving El Romanzo a 3-1 advantage now. He's amazing for 7 goals, isn't he, Chris?
Well, he's certainly well handicapped. I think he's one of the better 7-goal players. It was a bit unfortunate that Matt Perry made such a meal of the next shot when he actually got called to back it, and Torreira pounced on it once, twice, heavily ridden off there by Matt Perry. That's why Matt Perry's raised his head, because he knows he made a mess.
Right, here comes Pelon, picking it up on his near side. Didn't manage to, though. And taking it forward now, Torreira once more. Torreira has control. Oh, he's called off it, though. Called off it by Facundo. Facundo coming through. Facundo under the neck. Oh, it's sublime. How did he do that through all that traffic, Chris?
Well, it's a good way of scoring a goal, but I'm going back to where Rodrigo Andrade turned the ball right, straight in front of Torreira. And the rules now say you can't turn the ball right or left. That's why they're creating you to try and get backhands, but they let it go, and this is what happens. They get right back into the game. It's a game-changing goal. Tiniest of neck shots there. That's how strong he is with his wrist. That gets him right back on the board, and Facundo obviously going to list his game now.
Torreira now for El Romanzo. Oof! Facundo tried to do the meet but couldn't get it. It's been backed up though, and somehow Facundo picks it up once more, but Pelon's there to turn it around. Met there by Lyndon Lee. And we got a whistle on that play. I'm not sure what happened there, Chris.
I'm not sure what happened there, but once again, going back, that play before, where you've got Rodrigo Andrade and Pelon coming down the line, and Facundo meets them 2-on-1, but now it's the roles reversed. It's actually going to be a foul against probably George Hanbury there. Yeah, penalty 4 in favour of Zakara.
In comes Facundo then. It's a strong drive. Oh, my word. Pelon stopped it, but then it's trickled through, so we got an all-square game.
Yeah, he didn't really get his swing high enough. It looked like he got his timing a little bit early, so he took everything off it, but yeah, it still goes in nonetheless. Desperate attempt there by Torreira to stop it.
Actually, I think it was Pelon who...
Pelon stops it, but here, Torreira tries to get to it, but doesn't quite make it.
So, end of Chukka 2, an all-square game. Her Majesty really enjoying the action. And it's all to play for now. Here we go, Pelon Sterling for El Romanzo, bringing that ball downfield. Hotly pursued here by Andrade. Oh, they've left it behind, and Ali Patterson tries to reassert here, but it's Facundo now. Facundo, oh, Pelon does the steal, and I think he must have gone across him, mustn't he, Chris?
Well, he's gone across him, but I can see why. He's frustrated. That first play, he nearly gets his front legs clipped. We don't see it in the replay. It was an obvious foul that didn't get blown. They recouped the ball. Zakara recouped the ball. That's why he's just come in there. You know what? I've had enough of this. I'm going to go. Let's see if they blow the whistle. And they blow the whistle straight away. Yet again, giving the ball back to Zakara.
Facundo. In he comes. Boom! Now that's what he meant to do the first time. That is just fabulous.
Yeah, that is how you hit a 60-yard penalty in this game. You see him, he practices religiously again and again and again. But they obviously got a technical foul, moved it right up to the 60-yarder. That's put them now 1 goal in the lead, with 3 fouls that we thought went the other way around, ended up in Zakara's favour.
Facundo coming through the middle. Hanbury trying to stick him. Torreira's trying to give him a hard time as well. Whoa, what has he done there? He's hit the shot, and that ball's rolling down towards the goal. I don't believe it. Facundo, Andrade in fact, following through, and Andrade's put it through. Oh, fabulous.
We spoke about the power in these boys. We're in the smallest of shots, the tiniest of neck shots, ends up going nearly 100 yards to give that space. Andrade, all he has to do is flick it in. It nearly goes in from the tiniest of neck shots from Facundo Pires. That's the quality of this player.
Pelon Sterling bringing that ball forward. 5-3 the score in favour of Zakara. El Romanzo, they need to respond. Torreira, bouncing ball. Oh, how does he keep control? And as I said, he loses it. Pelon picks it up once more. Matt Perry with the near side backhand. First to turn on it is Facundo. Facundo now in a bit of space here. Waiting for him is Torreira. But Facundo's gone straight past him. There's the under the neck shot again from 120 yards out. You wouldn't believe it.
No, I give up. I'm not playing this game anymore. That's 3 times I've seen him hit a shot like that. Right, I need to go home and practice that shot. That is what I'm doing the rest of the afternoon. Watch this. He just flies past him. Great horsepower. He knows that you can't hit such a massive under the neck shot because it's a foul. Just a little wristy flick. Watch this. How cheeky though. Has a look at where the goal is 10 yards before he plays it. Oh, you know what? I'll just put it in from here. See you later.
Amazing. 6-3 the scoreline. Now, from the line-out, Pelon Sterling. Hard ridden off there by Facundo. George Hanbury couldn't get a hold of it. Torreira has, though. Sends it to Pelon. Pelon on his near side now. Now on his offside. Facundo trying to do the steal. There's the backhand. In fact, that was Andrade who was giving him a hard time.
I mean, it was a hell of a bump from Facundo on Pelon, that first one. I mean, he really hit him hard. Andrade comes straight across in front of Pelon, which is a foul, plays it on the offside, whistle goes.
on Sterling. This penalty too, mere formality, one back. Thank you very much. He's frustrated though, isn't he, Chris?
Well, I can now see why, with those three decisions in that first and second chukker have really given Zakara that lead.
Ali Patterson now coming away with the ball, lofted into the danger zone. Can he go all the way? Lyndon Lee coming in. Oh, goodness. Well, that was a bad ride-off, and Ali Patterson very concerned about his horse. Ooh, did he wander off the line, though? Certainly Lyndon Lee seems to think so.
Yeah, but in any case, wherever Lyndon came from, that's a dangerous play with Ali Patterson chasing the ball. But it's hard for us to see, but they've given it to Zakara with Facundo Perez from the middle.
Facundo bringing it forward. Oh no, he's left it to Andrade. Soaks up Torreira, leaving Andrade space to come through. Andrade shoots, lofted. Oh, lovely play. That was beautifully executed.
I mean, he's a world-class player. We spoke about the way that El Romanzo soak up the players, Matt Perry, and then Facundo soaking up the play. That's the confidence he has in his 8-goal player. Just let him have the ball, take it 70 yards, angled shot, bang, straight through.
Belon, Sterling and Andrade having a coming together there. Patterson tries to play it on the near side, can't get a hold of it. Pelon plays the short little open backhand, trying to set up Torreira. Torreira picks it up on his near side with Matt Perry for company. Torreira still. Oh, he's ridden over the top of that. And another whistle. And a lot of waving of sticks. And goodness, well, we weren't really at the right angle to see what happened there, but...
well, it looks like it might have been a sandwich there on Pelon just behind. Ooh. There's a nasty little ride-off there from Facundo, right on Pelon's haunches, so that's why they've given him, it looks like a 40-yard penalty, which is straight through. He hit that well.
Yeah, lofted it like he probably wanted, but it still counts. And they deserve a goal back.
No, they certainly do. Oh, only just over the top of Andrade's, or no, Facundo Perez's stick. You bank on him stopping that, but anyway.
Torreira trying to bring that ball forward. Andrade there hassling him, but it's Pelon Sterling who's come away with it here. Now what's he going to do with it? He leaves it for Torreira now. Torreira's within range, he can score from here. There's a lot of traffic in his way though. Andrade's there's the first bell. He's left it behind him, a beautiful near side backhand though. And Facundo swoops on that. Desperately trying to get back is Ali Patterson, but he hasn't got the horsepower. Facundo's away. Torreira might get there in time. Facundo, here's the approach shot. Dribble, dribble, dribble. He's got there, he's put it through, and it's 8-5 to Zakara, and that is half-time. Chris, we've seen some changing fortunes here. This crowd love it.
No, we have, but it's the second or third time we've seen Facu all on his own, right in front of goal, working from a backhand from Andrade. Again, that's why he's got the one shirt on. He wants to play an attacking role like he does for Elestina in the Open.
And he's got some horsepower too, hasn't he?
Really? Please. You don't see horses like this every day.
So 8-5 the score then at half-time in favour of Zakara.
So at half-time, Zakara lead El Romanzo by 8-5, with both teams having notched up some incredible goals already. There's plenty for the spectators to discuss going into the second half.
Chukker number 4, Facundo on the great Sheltie. What a wonderful mare she is. Coming forward, Facundo, turning it around. Facundo now, taking it down towards goal. Pelon can only stand and watch. Oh, he's left it behind him, would you believe it? No, Lyndon Lee. No, he's not going to get a play. Andrade comes through. Andrade, little deft back pass to Facundo managed to avoid the hook, and he's just going to pop that through the goal. 9-5 the scoreline. That was incredible.
Well, when you have a horse like Shelty, it really brings out the potential in a player. And when they're both 10 goals, the horse and the player, this is the result. It's just... It's magic to watch. It's amazing because it looks like they're going in slow motion, but when you're there watching, they thunder past you.
And he rides with such a lovely length of rein, does Facundo.
Well, he's very well balanced. They're lovely horses. He can ride like that.
Matt Perry's away here for Zakara. Matt Perry trying to get away here. Pelon's in hot pursuit. They've ridden over the top. Ali Patterson plays the saving under the next shot. Is that going to go over the back line? Yes, it will, and that'll be a safety 60.
Kind of an unorthodox save there from Ali Patterson, but the ball was right between his front legs. That's unlike Matt Perry to miss that. That's actually quite a nice controlled saving shot there. Well played. It's a shame it went over for a safety 60.
So here comes Facundo. Boom. Oh my God, we can't even see where the ball is. It's gone out to the left, in fact. Possibly pulled it slightly. So, Shelty, what a fabulous gun platform she is, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, you can see why he's hit that to the left. His approach to the penalty was too short. He was still on an arc when he got there, and that's the result. It's gone off to the left.
Torreira bringing that ball forward for El Romanzo. They could well do with a score here. Bumped off by Andrade. Andrade with the backhand straight. Look at Shelty turn. That was incredible. Like a double-jointed mongoose. But turned around by George Hanbury. Andrade's there, there's the first bell, there's the pass to the front door, and they've got an overlap here. Here goes Facundo. He's got one shot at this, the little flick shot. I think he missed it. Unbelievable. Ball's gone out of play, and that'll end chukker number 4. 9-5 the score in favour of Zakara.
What I find unbelievable is that, yet again, Facundo Perez is 60 yards offside with no one marking him.
Yeah, that was a big mistake by El Romanzo there, allowing them to get that overlap. And that was so nearly a goal. I mean, it was just, he must have taken the grubby bounce. Here comes Pelon Sterling at the beginning of chukker number 5, opens his shoulder, sends the pass forward, looking for Torreira. He's found him. Matt Perry just shadowing him there. Torreira comes through. That's a lovely shot right over halfway. Now, what's he going to do with this? Looking back here, and Facundo hassling him. He's turned it around. A lovely play by Torreira. You wouldn't believe this guy's just 7 goals. He's got a 10-goaler hassling him here. Torreira going to goal now, taking it in the air. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. That was incredible.
Oh, well, that grey horse there is equally as good as Chelsea, I think. Turning around there, giving Torreira the space to make that play on Facundo Perez. But look what he does with his stick. He keeps it horizontal. Most players do it vertically in the air. Look, he turns it sideways, pats it down on the reverse of the stick to flick it through. Now, this is great. He's done this before. Look, look at that. Slaps it down, boom, that's great. That is freaky. Best goal of the game so far.
9-6 the scoreline then. Zakara still with a 3-goal advantage, but Romanzo, they still need to keep this momentum going. Pelon Sterling, sticked out of it by Andrade. Melee ensues. Who's going to come away with it? Matt Perry now. Matt Perry for Zakara. Oh, big miss. Andrade sends it forward. Matt Perry's got another chance. Can he go all the way here? Bouncing ball. He's still keeping control though. Matt Perry playing a terrific game here, and he's put it through. But well backed up by Andrade too.
Well, luckily he did. The first shot that Matt made was sort of a bit lackluster. He just sort of tried to stroke it and missed it, went underneath it. Backed up by Andrade. But it's nice that Andrade has the confidence in this young 3-goal player who does make a little bit of a meal of it, but the ball is bouncing everywhere and just pushes it through. Well played, Matt Perry.
Yeah, Andrade and Lyndon Lee following up, but Matt Perry converting that one. Zakara have a 4-goal advantage now. 10-6 the score. Now Facundo. Well, I thought he was going to play an inside backhand there, but no, he's just dummying. Now he plays the little open backhand. Torreira's there. Torreira. Oh, well, even I saw that one.
Yeah, well, they didn't blow it in the second chukker for them. They've now blown it against him. I was just about to say, we haven't heard anything from the umpire's whistle for the last, at least chukker. But that is just a schoolboy error there, right inside your 30-yard line.
So it's a penalty 3 to Zakara. They can extend their lead to 5 here. In comes Facundo. It's a worm burner, and it's just gone inside the right-hand goal post. Nothing that Polon or George Hanbury could do about that. In fact, he probably aimed it there, didn't he, Chris, in order to avoid the defence?
You'd like to think he did, but I just think he had a bit of a slice there. He over-rotated his shoulders a bit and just sliced it. It's still through.
Very similar to my golf swing. Here comes Andrade then for Zakara. Andrade galloping hard here, trying to get on terms is Torreira. There's the centering shot into the danger zone. Andrade, the little open backhand, it's right there. It's just taken off the back line by Torreira. Andrade with a near side backhand lofts it over the field. Who's going to be on the other end of it? Ali Patterson and Facundo have a coming together here.
Well, the whistle here, it certainly stopped the play there. The backhand from Rodrigo Andrade here, the near side, is quite obvious to see. Ali Patterson is on that line. Facundo nearly 90 degrees in front of him. I don't believe it. They have given this to Zakara, when, to me, that was quite an obvious one, where Ali Patterson straight up and down the line, and Facundo right in front of him.
Well, it's a very even match, this, but the scoreline doesn't reflect it. 12-6 the score now in favour of Zakara. Maybe the umpire saw something we didn't. I thought it looked pretty obvious, but anyway. He's a great penalty taker, isn't he, Facundo?
Well, of course he is, but look, you can see Aramenso, George Hanbury, they're waving their stick. They're obviously disappointed with what's been going their way, basically, in the whole match.
Polon Sterling now for Ramanso, bringing that ball towards the goal. Bouncing ball, can he keep control? Facundo's there to head him off. Can he avoid the attentions of Facundo here? The answer is... oh, yes, he can. Oh, that was great play by Polon. Polon Sterling now, taking it down there. Still Polon, bringing it to goal now. Lyndon Lee can only watch. Polon all the way. Polon Sterling's put it through. He deserves that goal.
That's a great little pony. It's done all the work for him there. It shuts down, it's got power, it's lateral, left and right. Look at this, he just goes round the outside. Two trailer trash girls go round the outside. And there he is, Lyndon Lee. Can't do anything about that. Rodrigo Andrade standing right in the middle. That's a really good power play. Control with the ball and the horse.
And he rides with such a lovely length of rein as well. Here he is again, Polon, being tackled by Facundo. These two knocking lumps out of each other this afternoon. Now, first on that is Torreira. Torreira turning that upfield. Now, what's he going to do here? Riding hard himself, taking that ball. Facundo's coming with him. And Matt Perry and George Hanbury riding each other off. There's the under the neck shot. Oh, it's just gone out to the left. Good pressure from Facundo, probably, but that was fabulous play.
Well, that's a really good power play from Torreira from the boards, takes it inside of everyone, just catches the ball on the tail of his stick, puts a little bit too much on it when we've seen some quality neck shots during this game.
Well, here comes Facundo now, hotly pursued by Torreira. Facundo galloping hard here, 35 miles an hour. There's the approach shot up over the 60-yard line, being hard pressed by Polon. Polon with the near side backhand, a great safety shot out towards the sideboards there, but answered with interest by Facundo. Matt Perry's picked it up now. Matt Perry on his near side, can he go all the way? George Hanbury with the backhand. And that's the second whistle, and that is the end of the chukker. Or was that a penalty, Chris?
Well, I think Polon thought he had the line that Matt Perry was waiting for the ball. I thought Matt was a little bit slow to get to the ball, but then he was all right, and then he had to change to the near side. So let's see what the umpires give.
12-7 then in favour of Zakara. Chukker number 6. About to get underway. Her Majesty really enjoying the action here with her guests.
We're going to start with a roll in, and El Romanzo
throw in.
win this ball here.
El Romanzo going the long way, Zakara going the short way. Ball's in play, and straight from the line out, Andrade bringing that ball to goal, and Andrade is going to convert this nicely. Well, there was a certain inevitability about that, Chris.
Well, there was, yeah. I think the throw-in 10 yards from the goal. It's 50-50 where it's going to bounce out of, and it's come out. Look, Peter Wright's got to get a move on, get out of Andrade's way. Oh, dreadfully unlucky there. Torreira's horse ends up kicking it through. Insult to injury, that.
13-7 the scoreline, and you just fancy that really is a bridge too far now. El Romanzo staring down a gun barrel here. But they'll fight all the way, no doubt about that. Andrade with the near side forehand. Polon Sterling opens his backhand, and hit Facundo there. In fact, it's Torreira who's trying to come away with it. Now, that looked like a foul hook, didn't it?
Well, he was just going for the ball there. Who really knows now? The ball comes off that lovely white-grey mare of Facundo's. It's all underneath. Oh, yeah, he's made a big play. And these horses, they're not cheap. If you get it wrong, it's very costly. That's why they've given that in favour of El Romanzo. Quite right, too.
Penalty for, then, to be taken
All the way along the ground.
by Pelon, but he miscued that. And it's Matt Perry who's come away with it here. Matt Perry for Zakara. Leaves it now for Facundo. Andrade backing up. In fact, Lyndon Lee backing up. Ali Patterson couldn't get a hold of that. That ball looked slightly grounded, in fact. Torreira and Andrade. Torreira's going the other way now. Can he keep control of this bouncing ball? The ground really is quite cut up now. Pelon Sterling trying to come away with it. Pelon Sterling. Now, can he go all the way here? This ground very cut up, and he's got a bouncing ball. He's left it behind him, but Torreira backing him up nicely here. Torreira shoots. Andrade's on the other. Oh, Andrade, what a save! Took it out of the air on the end of his cane. That was incredible. Now, can he get away with it here? Andrade's in his slipstream, trying to close him down. He plays the little half shot, and they've both ridden over the top of that. George Hanbury can't get any meat on that one. And Ali Patterson tries to come through, but it's picked off here by Andrade once more. Torreira's gone in front of him, though. Torreira bringing that ball across the ground on his near side, now on his offside. Facundo trying to close on his offside and stick him. And it's up against the boards now. What's he going to do? A whistle goes.
You can see he's completely frustrated with himself because he thought that he was probably blocked in the first instance when he was tapping it. Gets himself into a bit of trouble. Pressure there for Facundo. Can't go left because of the bump from Andrade. Thinks, all right, I hit this off the boards. There you go. Great little play off the boards. Frustrated. But look at this. It takes a crazy Brazilian guy to get hooked like that. It nearly takes his head off and go away with it cool as a cucumber. Fantastic.
Pelon on the... Oh, he's left it behind him. Torreira backing him up, though. Torreira bringing that towards the goal now. There's the shot. Oh, he didn't get a hold of it at all. It must have taken a really grubby bounce. Pelon coming through, and Facundo looked to me to go straight across him, Chris.
Yeah, wrong place in the wrong time. He puts his stick up to try and get a different decision, but it's not going to happen. Pelon is the only one with the line. Facundo pounces. He knows he's done it wrong. Almost looked like he did it on purpose, thinking, what can I get here? All he's going to get is a penalty 2 against him.
So, Pelon just walks in, jogs in fact. Little half swing, and it's 13-8, the scoreline, in favour of Zakara. El Romanzo don't really have much chance of getting back into this game unless Zakara have a disaster. 3 minutes left on the clock in the 2013 Cartier Queen's Cup final. Ball's in play. Facundo's back on Shelty in this chukker. And here he goes. Facundo on Shelty. Opens his shoulder. Oh, no, he's miscued that. That's gone off his cane. Now, can he get back in on the action? Well, the answer is yes, he can. Oh, that's brilliant play. Shelty and Facundo bringing that ball to goal, and they put it through. What a combination, Chris.
It's a great combination, and that's where he thinks, here you go, boys, I've won this. But going back to that throw-in, the backswing from Matt Perry, hitting the top of the horse of Guillermo Torreira, to let Matt Perry get away with the ball again, or Facundo, and results in another goal. It's been like that all day for Zakara and for El Romanzo. You feel sorry for, but there's no chance of stopping the quality of a player like this. I mean, he's mounted superbly well. For me, he's now ranked #1 in the world.
Ball's in play. Less than a minute and a half left in this final chukker as Pelon Sterling turns the ball upfield. Oh, the steal by Facundo, and I think Facundo may have gone straight across Torreira there, who is following down that right of way, I think, Chris.
Yeah, he just tried to pinch the ball from Pelon. Great little turn, great ball control here from David Sterling. Facundo on that lovely horse. He gets the ball, but just gets a bit of a clob for his efforts there from Torreira, who's on that lovely grey mare. Very powerful.
In comes Pelon Sterling. No mistake. Huge lofted shot all the way through. 9:14. They trail now, El Romanzo. Seconds left on the clock.
The sound of the connection, he really hits this cleanly. It's amazing that they don't put too much effort in.
A minute and a half remaining.
And it hits it high, lofted. Ooh, over to the right, but obviously straight through the post first, and then the wind or the fade will take it away to the right.
Now on the attack, Facundo. Can he take it all the way? He's being shadowed by Pelon. Facundo changes the direction, centering the ball. Watching him is George Hanbury. There's the under the neck shot. He didn't get much strength on it though, and Pelon's able to just turn it away. Oh, Facundo does the steal again! I don't believe it. How did he do that? I want to see the slow-mo of that, Chris.
Well, that was the complete reverse of the penalty 2 he gave away. He was in the right place at the right time this time. Swoops on it. Doesn't quite get that famous neck shot that he hit earlier on. Pelon, he looks around. He's got plenty of time. Taps it once. Ouch. Ouch. I mean, that was gifting him. But you've got to be a quality player like Facundo to read that. And you can't tell me that Pelon doesn't have eyes everywhere. And he's just pounced on him and put it through.
Backed out of there by Lyndon Lee. And a little bit of confusion between Andrade there and Matt Perry. Nice George Hanbury to bring that ball downfield. Pelon, it bounces off a pony, goes out towards the boards. Facundo opens his backhand, and that one's gone sailing almost into the members' enclosure. So 15-9 the score, and that's how it's going to end, you know. Zakara are the 2013 Cartier Queen's Cup winners. What a terrific match we've enjoyed, Chris.
Yeah, no, a fantastic match, and well-deserved for Zakara.
Zakara the winners, 15-9.
What a great start to the season for Lyndon Lee's team. Both teams were evenly matched, but in the end it was Zakara who put away chances where El Romanzo had failed.
They're very physical, the whole of them. You know, George and Ali put a lot of work in off the ball. I just think at the end of the day it went our way a bit, and we got some really good breaks and maybe beat them on the pony power a little bit.
Yeah, they played very well, and yeah, we didn't play our best game, but congratulations to them, and hopefully we'll be back next year.
The scoreline was one thing, but that is a hell of a tough team. But it was won and lost in the blocking. You know, just being able to, that's their game. They're so effective. Those two young guys are so good. And we managed to neutralize their blocking today pretty effectively.
Zakara patron Lyndon Lee collects the coveted silverware. And it's no surprise that Facundo Pierres received the Most Valuable Player award after scoring 11 of his team's 15 goals. His pony, Galactica, received the Best Playing Pony award. Congratulations to Zakara, winning their first ever Queen's Cup. We hope you've enjoyed the extra from Guards Polo Club today. Until next time, it's goodbye.